Welcome to the story of Jesus heals two blind men. This story is from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20, verses 29 through 34. The lesson focus for grades 5-6 is Jesus shows compassion in unexpected ways. In the Gospel of Matthew, the disciples and the crowds who followed Jesus were often confused about who Jesus was and what he was about. The miracle of Jesus healing two blind men happened at a time when tension and confusion were high. Jesus had just announced to his disciples that he would soon suffer, die, and rise again. Jesus is all about healing and kindness and compassion. Through his teaching and miracles, Jesus demonstrated that he was ushering in a new kingdom of God. However, there was still great confusion among his disciples about what the kingdom would be like. The writer of Matthew repeatedly demonstrates that the kingdom Jesus ushers in will not be what people expect, but nobody around Jesus gets it. People still thought he would be a worldly king who would use his power like any other king. They were still expecting an earthly kingdom marked by power, might, and military conquest. The blind men who called out to Jesus gave him another opportunity to point out how God's kingdom was different. The crowd tried to hush the blind men as if the future king should not be bothered by such crass beggars. But Jesus stopped in his tracks. Everyone is important to Jesus. He asked the men what they wanted him to do for them. Then Jesus healed. When we listen to the voice of Jesus, we hear that his power comes through compassion. He is with those who suffer. Jesus is kind and has compassion for you, for me, for everyone, and offers healing, kindness, and compassion for all. With the most unexpected people and at the most unexpected times, Jesus shows compassion in unexpected ways. The two blind men in this story took action to find Jesus and find help, and Jesus helped them. Jesus shows compassion in unexpected ways. The kids in your class may or may not know anyone with visual impairment. In this lesson, it's important kids realize the challenges of being blind, especially during Bible times. For kids this age, it's best to help them understand something on emotional terms. Get them thinking about what it would feel like to be blind. Stay away from pity. Instead, help kids understand that not being able to see was a big challenge, and Jesus' healing of the blind men was a big miracle. If you have a kid in your class with a visual impairment, this week's lesson activities will need a few adaptations. Talk to the child's parents about how best to involve him in this and every lesson. Give the child a chance to share stories. This real-life experience will really bring this story to life for your group. Blindfolds are effective with the age group, but only when the activity stays under control. Take part in the arrival activity and use your calming presence to help kids take the activity seriously. Get them thinking about what it's really like to do everyday activities without being able to see. It's important for kids this age to see that with a disability come many abilities. During the High Achievers leaflet activity, get kids thinking and talking about how experiences are different for people who are blind. Kids this age may see disabilities as something they can't do anything about. If they don't have a disability or don't know anyone with a disability, what can they do about it? Use the Working for the Blind leaflet activity to help kids think about how they can help. What are some unexpected ways they can show compassion? Jesus didn't come to earth to help the rich and powerful. He came to help the poor and lowly. Jesus shows compassion in unexpected ways.